So this is how to build your automata box. This is what you're eventually going to get to, is this box with the axle, handle, the cams, the followers, everything that you need there. Today we're just going to build the box. First thing you will need to do is use the drawing on the piece of paper that I have in the classroom to build your parts. Make sure that you get the right thicknesses, sizes of all of the parts. Once you've done that, you're going to start with building a new assembly. So you start with a new assembly. Now, in that, first thing you need to do is you're going to place a part, a component. And those components will be your side and your top and the bottom that you have already built. So I'm going to start with the bottom and open that. When a component comes in, like you've done with the cam, simply click to place it, and then right click and escape, or just push the escape key. Now you've got your first piece in place here. So we're going to place the next piece and place the sides. I'm going to put two of these sides in. It doesn't matter where you put them. I'm just kind of putting them on the side here because that's easy. Once I've got two of them in, I'm going to escape. Now, what I need to do is line these parts up. Now, I can try and line them up all day just sort of moving it around. That's very difficult. Instead of doing that, to get it exact what we want, we're going to line up using the constrain feature that we've used before. Now, when we constrain a part like this, we need to make sure that we have it constrained so that it doesn't move. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mate. And I'm going to select one side, one of the edges of the side, and then the flat open space of the bottom. And that will bring it over into place next to it. We'll click apply. And that's our first constraint. It constrains it in one direction from moving anywhere in that direction. Then we're going to change our solution over here from a mate to a flush. So flush is highlighted now. And we're going to do the top edge of the bottom and the edge of the side. Now when we do this, we've noticed that our edges aren't going to match on the other side, and that's a problem. That means that when I lined this up with my very first one, I lined it up incorrectly. So I'm going to cancel this, and to undo any one of the constraints that you put in, simply click the plus in the browser to take away the mate. Now, you may not need to do this. If yours are going to line up, you're fine. Don't do this. So I'm going to try again with a mate solution for a mate type. I'm going to rotate my part, and I'm going to select this other edge because this edge is wider, and that's what I needed the first time. And it rotates it around automatically for me. I'm going to click apply, and now I'll try the flush. Now, when I see that this time, I can see that the edges line up better, and that's what I wanted. So I'm going to click apply, and I can move forward on this. So what I want next is to line up these two edges. This is another flush type of constraint. So we're going to flush both pieces like that and apply. And now that we've got that, we know how it needs to look, and that's what we want on the other side. So we're going to simply do those same series of constraints. And it doesn't matter the order that you do them. Simply make sure that you are mated to the face. Then you are, whoops, didn't apply, so I got to do that again. Mate, apply, and do flush with my edges. That's good, I've got the right sides. Apply, and then flush with the other edges. So now that I've got them all in place, take a look and it looks like all my edges are neat and clean, and I can check to see that this is what I want by simply clicking on any part and trying to pull it away from the others. Once I've done that test, I'm going to do one more to make sure that I've got it all set. And that is, I'm going to come over here on the browser to the bottom, do a right click, and make it grounded. Grounded is going to lock it in place so it can't go anywhere else. And it doesn't matter what it looks like over in the browser right now, just simply click grounded. And if that's the case, when I click and try to move any part now, my cursor is going to add that little bitty extra piece onto it. So that's no, I'm not going to move, or I'm pinned in place, or grounded. So now that we've got those pieces in, we're going to do our last, which is the top. Bring that one in. Now, what's important about this one, escape out to get rid of it, is that these two holes line up across these two holes so that when that goes in later on with our cam, everything lines up the way we need it to. So I'm going to first start with the constraint of a mate type, a mate solution. It's going to be the top of my box, and it can be either side because those are already lined up, and one of the faces of the top. Now, even though it's not oriented the way I said that I wanted it, those holes lined up, that's okay, because I'm going to simply use the flush constraint to turn it into place. And that lines it up the way we want. And then we'll do one more to finish this off. Apply. And now we can test it. If it's set in place, then we're all good. All right. So we have this all constrained and created the way we want. I'm gonna save this into your folder as your test box. That's what this is called, your test box.